Latinos for Trump, it is time to embrace the consequences of your actions. I've always been a firm believer of fighting fire with fire. If somebody goes low, I'll go lower. Now, with that being said, I know for a fact that most Latinos for Trump have undocumented family members, whether that be their parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, etc. So if you know of a Latino who voted for Trump, I urge you to call this number and report said family members. It's time that these Latinos for Trump get a taste of their own medicine and a taste of poetic justice. Now, I know what you may be thinking, Angel, this is extreme, and I agree. But extreme problems call for extreme solutions. And unfortunately, many innocent people are going to be affected by this, but you can't be that innocent if you raised a Latino for Trump. And before all of the Latinos for Trump come at me all angry, this is what you wanted. This is what you voted for. You should be happy. Let me see that smile. But there you have it, guys. Once again, there is that number. You know what to do. It's time that these Latinos for Trump learn the hard way. But anyways, let me know what you guys think.
So, Governor, forgive me. I've got to sit down because I am not feeling well.
Okay, so I know y'all remember her. That's Ileana Garcia, who I just recently found out is the leader and creator of Latinas for Trump. And she recently released a statement saying that the White House immigration crackdown was inhumane. Now, she said, "This is not what we voted for," State Senator Ileana Garcia said in a statement on Saturday. "I have always supported Trump through thick and thin. However, this is unacceptable and inhumane."
Let's talk about something that's been blowing up online lately. A Latina who was once proudly leading the Latina for Trump movement is now crying on social media, heartbroken because her community is getting deported. She says, "This is not what I voted for, but it actually is." This video isn't about shaming people who regret their vote. It's about understanding how we got here and why so many people, including Latinos, voted against their own interests. And now some of them are shocked to see the consequences play out in real time. During the Trump campaign, a lot of people were sold on a dream. The message was bold, confident, and loud. "Make America Great Again" was everywhere. Some Latinos, especially those who had already built their lives here, gained citizenship, or had strong conservative values, felt drawn to that message. They were told Trump's not against legal immigration, only the criminals, or he is tough on the border. But that's about safety, and even he supports family values, religion, and hard work. Just like that. Well, guys, I'm just going to let some of the videos I've gathered for you guys roll. Then I'll come back with a commentary. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Do give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch. Then I'll come back with a commentary.
I love how all the Latinos for Trump, like at least the people who I know and follow on Instagram and know personally, are now radio silent. Radio silent. That now post. You're seeing my post that they're in our city. You're seeing my post about, or other people's posts that they're down the street from where you live. This is what you voted for. What do you mean this is, I voted for him to take out the, no you didn't. You're really dumb if you really thought that's what you were voting for. He stood in front of banners ever since 2015, like banners that said mass deportation now. Instant, he said. He said it was quick, it was gonna be, do whatever it took. This is what you voted for. This is what you voted for. And you feel good? You went to church on Sunday and still feeling good about yourself? The evil, the terror. This is not propaganda, honey. This is real life. This is what's happening in real time. People are peacefully protesting and being urged into chaos, pushed into it. This is what our proud servicemen and women are supposed to come and now police our streets from exercising First Amendment rights. The math isn't mathing for me. It's not.
I have a secret to let you guys in on. You can support Trump and still be a good human being. Maybe the reason people don't like you is not because you support Trump or because you're MAGA or because you're a Republican, but maybe because you use that as an excuse to treat people in a disgusting manner and talk to people in a disgusting manner, and you think it's okay.
I had a very interesting conversation with a friend of mine who is Latina. And I asked her something that we're all trying to understand, which is, why are there Latinos for Trump? And no, she is not a Latino for Trump. I mean, with everything that's happening, the cruelty, the fear, and the way that they talk about immigrants, I said, I just don't understand. And she didn't even have to stop and think about it. And she said, because they are racist. She went on to explain how some of them do not want to be seen as brown and they think they're white. She explained how parts of South America, it's all about class and color. If you have money, you're respected. If you're lighter skinned, you're treated better. So when they come to the US, and they carry that same hierarchy and they look down on the immigrants working the fields, doing the jobs that nobody else wants, their own people. That's not just sad, that's generational self-hatred, and it pissed me off. My grandparents came here from Italy through Ellis Island. They had nothing, and I could never imagine turning around and saying, nope, sorry, you're not welcome. So if your politics are built on racism, on distancing yourself from your own roots to feel superior, then what exactly are you proud of?
So I work at a courthouse, and I just saw the news on the Supreme Court ruling on the birthright citizenship injunctions. I'm gonna just say this. This 4th of July, there's nothing to celebrate. There is absolutely nothing to fucking celebrate. We have lost our democracy. I am fucking I am disgusted. Like, there are no words to express how I feel right now. For those that voted for Mr. Trump, I don't know what to tell you. This is bizarre. It's bizarre.
Now Latinas for Trump co-founder Ileana Garcia coming out and calling Trump's immigration policies inhumane. Basically saying that that's not what she voted for. That to me is funny and also confusing because Donald Trump was clear his entire campaign. He villainized illegal immigrants and basically said he was going to mass deport them. I find it hard to believe that she ever thought that that was going to be a humane process. That was always going to be them racially profiling people. That was going to be them rounding them up like cattle, locking them up in cages and giving them no due process and shipping them off to countries that they are not even from. That was always going to be how it went down. And she's like, oh, people are going to appointments and they're doing it the right way and they're getting deported. Yes, that is what is happening. Is that sad? 1,000%. But I see right through her bullshit. She's a senator in Florida, and now her constituents are up in arms and pissed, and her communities are affected. A little too close to home, right? You're afraid you're gonna lose your job. Stop all this performative bullshit. You don't care about those people. You don't. It's exactly what she voted for.
It's easy to see how that kind of message could stick with people who are tired of being ignored or who feel like both political parties aren't really listening. And for many, especially those who saw themselves as model immigrants, voting for Trump felt like proving something that they were the right kind of Latino, the good ones, not the like the others. But here is the truth. Trump's policies were never about just bad hombres or criminals. From day one, his administration launched attack on immigrant communities across the board. ICE rates increased, DACA was threatened, family separation happened at the border, and legal immigration got harder too. Even US citizens, especially those with immigrant family members, started feeling the effect. Now, fast forward to 2024, 2025, Trump and many of his allies are back to pushing hardline immigration policies. And suddenly, that same woman who was proudly wearing her red Latina for Trump shirt is crying on social media. She's devastated. Her friends and families are getting deported. She's saying, this isn't what I voted for. I thought we were safe. But that's exactly the problem. She believed the message without looking at the facts. Voting has consequences, and when you vote for someone whose policies are built on fear, division, and scapegoating, especially, they come for you. Eventually, they come for you too. Let's talk about why this happens. Why would someone vote for a leader who is actively working against their community? It sounds, or let's just say it sounds crazy, right? Some Latinos believe Trump will bring economic strength, lower taxes, and fight inflation. Some were influenced by conservative values, religion, family tradition. Others were just tired of being ignored by the Democratic Party, and honestly, some just wanted to feel like they were on the winning team. But here's where it gets messier. Identity politics cuts both ways. Some folks buy into the idea that by distancing themselves from undocumented immigrants or the bad ones, they will somehow be protected. That if they vote a certain way, they will be seen as different, as loyal Americans. But systems of operation don't work like that. Once a policy starts targeting people based on race, ethnicity, or immigration status, it doesn't stop at just one group. It grows, it expands, and eventually it hits home. Now, people are realizing that the same machine they voted for is the one tearing their families apart. Across the country, more and more Latinos who support Trump are feeling the backlash. Their communities are being raided. People are getting detained without warning. Kids are afraid to go to school. Families are being ripped apart. She says, I didn't think this would happen to us. But that's the thing. It always happened to us. Immigrant communities are usually the first ones to suffer under harsh government policies, especially when nationalism and fear are driving the agenda. That's been true throughout history, not just in the US, but around the world. So, what do we do with all of this? First, we stop pretending this is just about politics. It's about real people's life, parents, kids, workers, neighbors. Second, we need to hold people accountable. If you voted for policies that led to this, own it, learn from it. Don't double down or pretend you were tricked. The information was always there. You just didn't want to see it. And finally, let's talk about forgiveness and moving forward. Nobody benefits from shaming people who realize they were wrong. It takes God to admit a mistake, especially in public. If those same people are now ready to fight for immigrant rights, to protect their communities, and to vote differently next time, welcome them. We need allies. But let's also be clear, this isn't about feelings, it's about fact. Elections have consequences. When we vote for people who demonize our communities, we help them build the system that hurt us. It's time to stop buying into the lie that if we play along, we will be spared. History tells us otherwise. To every Latino out there who supported this and is now seeing the damage firsthand, we hope this is your wake up call. You were sold a dream, but what you got was a nightmare. Now is the time to speak up, not just for your own family, but for all families, not just for citizens, but for everyone who calls this country home. The next time you step into a voting booth, remember, it's not just about slogans or red hats. It's about what kind of country we want to live in and who gets to feel safe, seen, and valued in it. Don't wait until it's your cousin, your neighbor, or your mom, your kid, or anybody getting deported to realize what's really at stake. You have power. Use it. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section, okay? Please consider subscribing in my channel if you have not subscribed already. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button to be part of the family. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you next time. Bye, guys.